Hey everybody, this is TFNL. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends series, part of the Venompool series. 2018 movie Venom figure. Very cool to finally have this figure. To be quite honest, I always thought X-Men Marvel Legends, from the movies, was more plausible than a 2018 Marvel Legends Venom figure. But I'm glad I was proven wrong. This figure looks absolutely fantastic. I got this at the beginning of the month. I do apologize that I'm getting to this late. I had to take some time away from doing reviews to figure out what to do with a new review station because the previous one I had, that setup was pretty good, but that room is being rearranged, unfortunately, so I can't really do much in that room. So I'm kind of doing stuff on the floor. I'm going to do this figure review regardless. I did take this out of the packaging already because I really did not want to wait. We will get to the figure after I talk about the packaging, though, because this is worth talking about. Just look how sad this is. I have to be up against the wall. It's all right, though. So, as you can see, it just says Venom there. This is where the figure would be, of course. You guys have seen reviews, I think, at this point. This came out relatively early. A lot earlier than Amazon projected. That's what one side looks like. It looks really cool. Really nice image of Venom's head. There's the other side. It's pretty much the same thing. And then on the back here, we don't get a Venompool Build-A-Figure piece, but we do get some nice artwork there and a nice multilingual read-up of failed reporter Eddie Brock there. Again, nice artwork. Really not artwork, but posing and promotional stuff for the figure. Sorry, that was a little jerky right there. If you need the barcode, I'm still gonna go ahead and try to show it for you. It might be a little too close, though. There you go. These are starting to hopefully show up at like Targets and Walmarts and whatnot. So let's transition over to the figure. Okay, so here is a quick 360 of the figure right here. This is a completely new sculpt. I have a feeling they'll reuse this in the future for other symbiotes, maybe a comics Venom figure in the future, just because this is way too nice of a new body mold to not reuse again. One thing I do got to mention, guys, is that I don't have enough room to take images on this review station right now. So, that was how I did the alternate accessory portion, but I'll just show it off on camera with the alternate accessory. So he doesn't come with that much. He does come with an alternate head, as you can see, and I'll show off the open mouth head in a little bit. This one's really, really cool. Really nice grin. I love how the eyes came out too. It's very clean. And as you can see right here, I have to take him off camera real quick to pose. This is what he comes with when it comes to the hands. So that's what he comes packaged with. Don't worry, he does come with alternate hands, of course. And I'll show those off in a second. They are pretty easy to interchange. And already I'm having troubles doing this review. So pretty much all you're going to do is just stick it in like so. Usually I have an easier time doing this. But for some reason on camera, it's not doing too great, so I have to do it off camera. Can you tell just how bad these reviews are probably going to be the next couple times? Anyway, these are what the fists look like, and posing right now is horrible, absolutely horrible, but I just really like how the fist came out. They did a really nice job overall. It came out really cool with some, these actually do have some sculpting on there with the light white lines there and some actual paint, so that's cool. And again, when we take a look at the head sculpt, it's just really freaking well done. Nice and glossy black, too. Like how the teeth came out. I was afraid that the teeth for both heads was going to be, the paint was going to be bad, but it comes out pretty nice. All right, so I have the, head he comes packaged with on here. First of all, let's just take a look at this tongue. This is just awesome. I believe it is a separate piece glued into the actual head sculpt. So in theory, you could remove the tongue to have a more open mouth without the tongue, but it is not actually removable. It's just stuck in there. It's sculpted in there, essentially. Like, almost. I mean, you definitely see in there a break, but it's glued in there to where it's basically sculpted in there. The teeth on this head are a little, the paint on there is not great. It's a little messy, but it's not too bad for me. When we look just look at some of the details, like around the the mouth there, where you can see those exposed gums or whatnot. Just very cool. I really dig it, man. It's just a great job. And you have the chest here too. Lots of great sculpting. There's some texturing going on throughout the whole figure where there's black. So while it's mostly molded in black and it's not going to look that special when it comes to paint, the white lines are pretty cool. Um, it's just kind of, it's just a little plain, basically, is what I was trying to say and failed to try to say. I still think that the way that they sort of sculpted and painted the white lines, though, was pretty clean. I've seen customizers take off all of the white paint here on the lines, and then they did a classic Venom spider on there, which is cool. Nice muscle definition in the abs. You got that nice Venom butt right there. It might be a little dark with the lamps there. Again, nice musculature around the back. It's just really cool. It also did a really good job with the arms. You can see how muscular they are. And when we open this up, you can see that I believe this joint is actually sculpted to try to fit the muscle definition, if I'm even using that correctly. And it's not weird. I don't really know how to feel about it. I don't dislike it, though. It doesn't really do, it doesn't get in the way of anything. So there's no reason for me to, like or dislike it. It's fine, I would say. I think they sort of do the same thing with the lower arm joint right there. So, yeah. Again, it's just, you can feel the sculpting here on the white, and there's not much going on, but that's how it was kind of in the movie, I can't really crap on this figure that much, because they did a really good job making it look like the movie version. Maybe some, I don't know, symbiote effects parts would also be cool with this guy. But we do have serial printing on the leg there, which kind of sucks. But the legs are done really well. Triceps, right? No, these are, I don't know anymore. These are like the upper thighs is what I was trying to say. These are triceps. What am I talking about? I don't know anything about anatomy. And then we have the calves right there. They did a really good job with the muscles there. So I'm really digging that. I've also seen people cover up the joints with pinless tech, like they've used some type of putty to cover up the joints, which is cool. Now, I've heard some mixed things on these feet. I think they're kind of weird looking, but at the same time, I think they also don't look too bad. They're a little separated. I don't know how they were. I wasn't paying attention to his feet in the movie, Overall, really nicely done when it comes to the detail of this figure. They really did do a good job. And now let's take a look at the articulation. So this head sculpt, it's a little, trying to focus up. So this head sculpt here doesn't really want to go up that much. Well, it actually goes up fine. The other head sculpt doesn't really want to go up that much. But the down for the other head sculpt is better than this down. In fact, I'll go ahead and show it off right here because I think I have a little bit of time to show you guys. It's also really hard for some reason to interchange. Okay, so actually it's reversed. The head, for me, goes up better here, and for some reason doesn't want to go down that much on this head sculpt. Now for both hands, just a heads up, they hinge in and out and swivel just fine. Arms do also go all the way around. They do go in and out. We do have an upper arm swivel. We get the double jointed elbow there. We have a ball jointed waist right here, which is pretty much how they did Beast and the new comic Spider-Man figure from the Vintage Wave. So you rotate here, goes forward and back, side to side like so, and then we actually have a separate ab crunch right there. So you get a really nice range forward and back. And unlike with Spider-Man, you don't have any of this paint going down here to break up the paint details. So the swivel is not going to be that, distracting. So that's awesome. Legs go forward, not really back at all. They also go in and out, as you can see there. We do have an upper arm swivel, upper leg swivel. So that's the thigh. Again, for some reason, I don't know anything about anatomy right now. We have double jointed knees, a bend at the foot right there, and then we do have a nice ankle rocker on this guy. So to end this review, I'm going to show you a quick size comparison with some two figures here. We have Carnage on the left, which is the new Carnage from the same series as this Venom, and on the right, we have the 2017 Homecoming Spider-Man figure. So you get to see what these two movie characters look like next to each other, even though they aren't in the same movie, of course. This figure definitely towers over the Tom Holland Spider-Man there, but the Carnage is a standard size Marvel Legends figure, but even then, this new Venom is about an inch, maybe an inch and a half taller than this guy. He's pretty big. So that's pretty much it for this review. Sorry, it was a little discombobulated. It was kind of an adjustment to get into this new setup I have right here. But this figure overall is really awesome. He's about $20, and for the articulation you get, and he does have a good amount of accessories, and overall just the quality of the figure is really good. I mean, could maybe have some symbiote effects parts in the future. I wish they did that, but I mean, for the standard of what we get with certain Venom figures, he pretty much comes with what they usually come with, which is alternate hands and an alternate head and whatnot. It's pretty well done, and again, $20. I got mine on Amazon. Check your, I don't know, local Walmarts, Targets, maybe even GameStops, or even Hasbro Pulse if they have any, or Big Bad Toy Store. This figure is awesome. I do think it's one of the best Marvel Legends of the year. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment down below what you think about the figure, what you think about the review. Leave a like, share amongst your friends, and I'll see you guys later.